One of the most tedious parts of preparing a tax return is the information you need to re-enter and re-enter and re-enter. Things like W-2 employees or K-1 corporations. With the TaxLayer Pro MACROS feature, you can preset these entries to save you valuable time inside a return during the tax season. Macros are rules that you can set within a program to tell the program what to do with specific information or data. The macros for your desktop program allow you to automate some of the data entry fields you have to enter. This includes employer information, daycare information, charitable organizations, and even banking routing numbers. Once the macros are set up, you simply pull them onto the return when you need them, allowing you to get through the returns more efficiently. It's best to set up macros before the upcoming tax season so you already have the information ready to go when your first client comes in. To get started, access your configuration menu and select Advanced Configuration. Then choose Macros Setup. The first options you'll see are to set a default state and locality for the forms W-2 and 1099-R. Setting these will automatically pull that state and locality onto the W-2 and 1099-R forms you have to enter, so you don't have to manually select them each time. For W-2 employees and 1099-R payers, K-1 entries, child care providers, interest and dividend payers, and charitable organizations, you will be able to add the EIN, name, and address to your macro list. Let's walk through adding a macro for a W-2 payer. When you're ready, select New to add a new entry. First, enter the EIN for the payer and click Enter on your keyboard. Next, enter the employer's name and click Enter again. Lastly, enter the address for the employer. Make sure to select OK to save. All of the macros you enter for these available categories will display in a list after they're added. You can add as many as you need for any of the categories. Setting these up will add them to the available macro list when you're inside a return. While inside the income entry for a return, simply click the macros list. The program will provide you a list of available macros for you to select from. You just select the macro you need to use by double-clicking, and the program will auto-fill those fields for you. The next option in the macros menu is banks. This option will let you add the name of a bank and the routing number as a macro. When a taxpayer opts for a direct deposit or direct debit, you can pull the banking information onto the return when your taxpayers use the same local bank. Just select F8 on your keyboard to access the bank macro list and double-click on the bank you need. You'll still need to provide the account name and the account type for the taxpayer, and we highly recommend verifying the routing number with the taxpayer on the return. To see a list of all of your macros, you can choose Print Macros. Then select the category you need to see from your macros list. This will generate a PDF of the macros you currently have saved in the program. The macros menu will also let you set some additional configuration options for your tax returns. Phone descriptions will allow you to specify which type of phone number is being added onto a return. Many of our users will specify between cell phone, home phone, and work phone. You can choose any description that fits your needs. We just recommend making the most common phone type the first option. Return status tags allow you to organize clients in your client list. Tags can be added for anything you wish. Return tags are commonly used by our tax offices to show if a return is still waiting for more information, if the state return hasn't been transmitted yet, if a city return has been added into the return, reminders on upcoming tax law changes that affect the return, and more. To add a tag, click New. Then create a title that helps you remember what the tag is for. All of your tags will be visible in the return status tag list as you add them. Once you have added tags, you can quickly add them onto a return in the receipt menu when exiting the return. Just click Return Status Tags and place a check mark next to each tag you need. The return tags you've added onto a return can be viewed in the Return Client list under the Return Tags column. The last item in the MACROS menu allows you to set up referrals. If you use a referrer program with your clients, you can set up the referrers here. This feature is helpful if you know in advance which clients will be referring other clients to you. You can add as many referrers as you'd like. By adding them here, you can quickly add a specific referrer to the return on the receipt menu when exiting. Simply click Referral and choose the referral you need to include. To see how many clients have been referred, you can easily run the referrals report in your Reports menu. Please keep in mind that only the returns you have marked complete will display in the referral report. There are other options in this menu that we didn't discuss today. They're not commonly used options, but more information for them can be found on our TaxSlayer Pro knowledge base. By using the macro settings, you can more quickly prepare tax returns and get some of your time back during the tax season.